You know, never know when exactly YouTube is gonna set the stream live. You hit go live, and then you just wait, and then all of a sudden you see yourself on camera and live, and you're just sitting there doing nothing, and you're still adjusting your camera, and yeah, I'm watching myself in the preview right now. And that is exactly what happened. So I'm glad you guys, or I hope you guys enjoyed that few seconds of silence at the beginning there. And man, we got a good one. We got a good one today. I promise you guys, we got a good one. I had a few issues here setting up the stream. I was trying to get NVIDIA Broadcast working actually with my shotgun mic. Here comes Indy. I don't know if you guys could hear him clomping down the stairs. And he's dragging his Frisbee around. He probably wants to play right now. So, anyway. So, I see you on my monitor. Good, good. Yeah, I was having some audio issues. I have my shotgun mic. This is what I use for like my regular videos. But because I had to widen the shot and push the mic back, I get a little more echo in these kinds of scenarios, in these live streams. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to set up NVIDIA Broadcast to run the mic through and get a little bit of a cleaner signal. And that just messed everything up. The capture cards that I use for these live streams, because I'm doing like multicam, I use these cheap capture cards that maybe you've seen EPOSVox talk about. And some of them are not so great with audio signal, and I was getting a lot of static, and NVIDIA Broadcast wasn't helping. Long story short, sorry, we got a little bit of a delay going on, like 5 minutes or so, but we are live now, and I fixed the audio, so hopefully everybody can hear me and see me. And I got a couple angles here we could check out. So we got me, we got overhead stuff, then we got side by side, or side by side, you know. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. This is going to be a heck of a stream, and I will get into this in 1 second, I promise. But what I wanted to just intro with here is as I've gotten older, I hope you guys all enjoyed your holiday season, whatever holiday you guys celebrate. I'm sure most of you, it's probably Christmas, but there are a lot of other denominations out there. What, buddy? What are you woofing at? Woof. I'm sure that everybody, or I hope that everybody enjoyed their holiday season. I know this year has been tough on a lot of people, but as I've gotten older, and I'm sure this is kind of a universal, you can't mention dog without showing a dog. Well, I'm sure he'll wander over here, and then I will show him. As I've gotten older, I've really kind of transitioned from, the holidays being about like, I want a whole bunch of stuff, to I can't wait to give a lot of stuff. And I've really found myself going in that direction in recent years. Like I've given to charity. I try to be as generous as I can during the holiday season with family and friends. And I find a lot more joy in that recently than in getting stuff. At the same time, getting stuff is always really cool, and I hope you guys either gave or got a lot of stuff that brought you joy this holiday season, even though this year has been tough. But one of the reasons that I wanted to do something like this was because, again, I do enjoy giving stuff to people that need it or deserve it or want it, because I know that they will appreciate it. And a lot of the stuff that I have, none of this stuff this isn't a sponsored video or a sponsored giveaway. You'll see in a minute, these are all kind of a mishmash of parts. It's all stuff that's in my own personal inventory. Okay, now he's gonna come over here and just snort. So that's wonderful. A lot of this stuff was purchased by me. Some of it was sent by vendors for reviews and stuff. So It was all out of my personal inventory, and I wanted to try to put together a holiday-ish giveaway that would help some people that needed or wanted some new gaming PCs. And so what I did was I came up with 3 separate parts lists that that all perform about the same. None of these are hugely, enormously powerful machines. They are all really good, solid 1080p or low 1440p gaming boxes that will give you guys plenty of horsepower and can serve as an upgrade path for you or whatever you guys want to do. But, you know, I wasn't going to build 3 RTX 3080 machines. I don't have the ability to do that for you guys, but what I can do is put together some systems that hopefully will work for you guys for a long time and will provide you with a lot of entertainment and a lot of gaming. And like I said, these all should perform about the same. So let's talk about it. I will be caffeinating as we go. So we got 3 different builds here, and let's just, I guess we'll start with the one that's in the middle here. This is going to be, let's see, would it be better if I did overhead? Nah, I'll just do this for now. We'll switch to overhead when we're doing builds. So this is going to be Ryzen 7 1700X. 2 by 8 gig sticks of Viper DDR4 3200. This is like their white LED version. A 500 gig Corsair MP510 NVMe SSD. 550 watt power supply. An MSI Gaming X GTX 1660. And an ASRock motherboard that's in here that I clearly don't have the retail box for. That is all going in the InWin 101. The InWin 101C, actually. It's got a Type-C connector at the front. So that's build number 1. Okay. I'm going to take, as I introduce this stuff, I'm going to take it off the table. And then the last PC that we talk about will be the first one that I build. So, oh my God, things are falling. Everything fell. Don't look at the man behind the curtain. Okay. PC number 2. This is, what is this? Ryzen 5 2600. 2 by 8 gig kit of Zadig DDR4 3200. I know this is kind of a weird brand for North America, but these are popular in like Asia. Anyway, they work. Another Corsair MP510 500 gig SSD. This is a NVMe drive. A Coolmaster Masterwatt 550 power supply. An AMD RX 580. This is an 8 gig version from PowerColor, the Red Dragon. And then a BioStar X470 GT8 motherboard. That is going in the Fantex P300 case. Okay. That's all right. Move this off to the side. Okay. Next, Mini ITX. Ryzen 5 1600 AF. So this is kind of a unicorn. These aren't really available, or at least for the price that they're supposed to be. But these are really good gaming chips. 1600 AF, 2 by 8 gig kit of T-Force DDR4 3000. Sorry for the downgrade in speed there. HyperX Predator 500 gig SSD. 480 gigabit SSD. I tried to stay around 500 gigs. An MSI B450i. Is this? Yeah, B450i Gaming Plus AC motherboard. And AMD Radeon RX 5500 XT. So, like I said, these should all be approximately around the same performance level. 1080p gaming should be no problem, and even higher in some titles. But I wanted to give everybody like a base for a nice system, you know. And this is all going in the NZXT H1. So yeah, so those three totally decent systems for you guys. I am gonna let me bring up my thing here. Sorry, I've been ignoring chat as I've been talking a lot. Sorry. So yeah, I know that you guys probably have a lot of questions. I did put some information down in the description as far as you know, some general information about these. These will be international giveaways. There are going to be no restrictions on them except that you have to be 13 years old. I do that for legal reasons. But other than that, you could be anywhere in the world. And there are a lot of people that, a lot of people asking like how to enter right now. So these are being built right now. I'm building them on this stream. There will be a Gleam entry that I'm going to, I have to get the widget together. And I'm going to publish a video on that, just describing the giveaway and linking to the Gleam app so that you can enter. But basically the only thing you're going to need to enter is you have to go to my channel. I can't make you subscribe or watch a video or anything. Just go to the channel. And you have to follow me on Twitter. So you will need a Twitter account for this. I don't care if it's a brand new account or not. It doesn't matter to me. But I have to have some requirement for an entry. So what I'm requiring is that you follow me on Twitter. That's all. And then as soon as you do that, you're entered. And then I'll pick the winners from that way, from the Gleam app. Mods are in here. There should be 3 mods in here: Rodimus, the Manic Geek, and Remix Reviews. Thank you very much to them for coming and hanging out tonight. I know Mike's going to be in and out. Rodimus I haven't seen in quite a long time. He's been, I think, on the road or something. Hasn't really been around, but glad he's back. And then Remix is one of my new moderators. So everybody say hello to the mods, and we very much appreciate you guys coming in here and keeping the peace. We got a super chat from Leviathan Prim. Hello, Brian. How go the builds? Well, the builds will go in a second. We'll be building 3 PCs here tonight. And as you guys can see at the top, I will read all super chats. And the reason that I put that up there is not necessarily to like beg for them. If you guys want to donate, that would be great. It would help me cover some of the enormous shipping costs that I'm going to incur here. But just because there's going to be so much chat and I'm going to be kind of concentrating on doing these builds that I cannot respond to all the questions. So if you guys want me to see something particular, YouTube will blast it up on my screen if you super chat me. So I will see it. With that being said, don't feel that you have to do that. It is the holidays. I'm here to give back to you guys. So if you want to super chat, cool. If not, that's fine. Just hang out and hopefully I'll see your question or whatever else. Some people talking about Twitter. Twitter's a no-go for me. I can't stand the lunacy of Twitter. That's fine. Like I'm not saying that you have to be an active member of Twitter in order to win this giveaway. I just had to have some entry that I could point Gleam at and say, if somebody does this, they are entered. And the easiest thing is follow on Twitter. Make a Twitter account, follow me on Twitter. You will have to be following me at the time that I draw the winner in order to win. But for all I care, when everything is done, delete your Twitter account. Right? You don't have to engage with people on Twitter if you don't want to. Yes, Rodimus, my Twitter is at BPS_customs. Any chance you can use a Swiss Army knife on the build tonight? No, I think I'm gonna stick to a regular screwdriver and maybe some tweezers. Super chat, thank you very much, Matthew Lang. 'Tis the season. Happy holidays, Brian and family. Happy holidays to you too, Matthew Lang. Okay. So why don't I get building, because I have a lot of work to do tonight. Mods, if you guys see any particular questions that I should address or answer, feel free to like shoot me a message on Twitter or something. Maybe I'll see it on my phone if I don't see it on here. But the first case that we're going to be building in is the NZXT H1, and I did see somebody ask, is this the version that blows up, or something along those lines? So the H1 that I have is actually a pre-production sample, and I would imagine that the recall that is live would apply to this. I'm going to reach out to NZXT. Where's the IO shield? Do I not have the IO shield for this motherboard? That would be lovely. I'm going to reach out to NZXT, and I am going to talk to them about it and see if they could perhaps ship the winner of this system, the Hugh Wong. Hi, Brian. Hey, Hugh. The recall kit, whatever the fix is. If they can't, just reach out to NZXT. I'm sure they'll help you out. I think I've built in this twice, actually, and I have not had an issue. So hopefully it's just something that you won't encounter. But if you just want to be safe, better safe than sorry, then reach out to NZXT, and they'll help you out. Okay, here it is. I was just checking to see, maybe I left the IO cover in there. I'm gonna have to, let me abandon you here, and you can look at this motherboard while I do it. I think that worked. There we go. Yeah. Okay, here's the build. Here's our build so far that you guys could look at. I will be right back. I want to see if I have this IO shield in my office. All right. So, I don't know where it is, but this is Indy or Indiana. I know he looks like a potato. Stand up, buddy. He's super uncomfortable right now. So yeah, this is Indy. He is our 2.5-year-old French Bulldog. He is the best boy, and he is hating being up on this table right now. But he snorts a lot. So if you hear that during the video, that's what it is. It's not me. Okay. All right. So, okay. All right, so I don't have the IO shield. I don't know where it is. I'm going to build this without it because the IO faces down, and you won't even see it. So I don't really think it'll be a problem. So sorry for whoever wins this. Jim S, 525. Happy to see you. Love the channel, man. Thank you very much, Jim S. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, how are you guys doing? Fire off some questions or something. Maybe I'll see them at some point, hopefully. Yeah, my Christmas was really good. I gave my mom a new laptop. My wife and I did. And she was working with something that was like, I don't know, 10 years old. It was huge. It was slow. No battery life at all. Oh, by the way, we're going to use stock coolers for this stuff. The H1 has a cooler, so this cooler I'm going to use with the 1700X. Anyway, so got my mom a new Asus ZenBook, and she loves it. Let me. Why don't we do a little side by side? How about that? Okay. What was my first job? My first job was, well, I guess my first like official job, because I did have. Where are my screwdrivers? 1, 2. I did have a lawn mowing business with my brother when I was like 13. That's how I paid for all my comics. And then after that, I worked in my mom's office doing like data entry and stuff like that. But my first real job was at a supermarket. I worked for a company called Wallbounds on Long Island, and I was a dairy clerk. And I stayed with Wallbounds for a number of years, and eventually I ended up being the frozen food manager. And I did that until, oh geez, I don't know what year. I think I did that until I was like 21 or something like that. So that was my first job. Where's the iFixit? The iFixit is behind me, actually. All right, for those of you unfamiliar with the H1, this is probably the easiest build experience that you will ever experience. It's crazy the way they've set this up, and I've tried to encourage NZXT to duplicate this case in a larger form factor, like come out with some kind of like H2 or H7 maybe for like their ATX version. I think that would be awesome. So far it hasn't worked, but maybe someday. Oh my god, I'm breaking all your stuff before you even get it. All right, so the build experience in here is everything is already set up. So this comes with a cooler, this comes with a power supply, and it comes with all the wiring already like pre-routed. So here is our Intel setup, which I'll have to switch over. I think the rest of the stuff I put back in here. Once I build in these cases, sometimes, unfortunately, I forget where I put a lot of stuff, clearly. But I do try to put it all back as best I can. Here's the AMD bracket, okay. When did you know YouTube was going to work out as a career? That's an interesting question. So YouTube isn't my career. For those of you who don't know, I do have a 9-to-5 job. This is a secondary job that is full-time. Actually, geez, come on. Isn't this supposed to just come off? NZXT, you're killing me here. So this job, one of the reasons why I ended up, I used to do, well, I guess, I don't know how long any of you guys have been around, but I used to do 2 videos a week. And one of the reasons that I stopped doing that was specifically because I was just burning out. Like I was, not only was I doing, well, the videos I felt weren't really up to par because I was just kind of out of time, but it was really starting to weigh on me as far as just so many hours put into work in one side or the other, that it was just getting to be too much. So I don't, in fact, do this full time, but I put a lot of hours into it every week. Usually, I don't know, 20 hours at least goes into YouTube, maybe 30, depending on how many emails I have to answer, how many meetings I have with vendors, or video planning and scripting and acquiring parts and stuff like that. It's a lot. There's a lot. So, and I am not focused right now on doing this build when I should be. So let me just focus up real quick. Focus up. Let me put this in this way. This seems to be a lot better. Here. Yes. There we go. There she is. That looks about right. Yeah. Okay. $5 from Adam Jimenez. If there was a D&D game with you, Linus J, and Gamers Nexus, what class would you all play? Also, let's make this game happen for real. So funny. I don't know how funny. I'm sure like a lot of you guys, when I was growing up, I played D&D. I played with my brother, played with my friends, people in their neighborhood. And the class of character that I always was always a ranger. So I think that was kind of a safe pick because, could do a little bit of everything. Usually kind of a good character. Yeah, I was always a ranger. I think I would probably still be that. Like if I were to do an adult version of D&D, I don't know. I don't know what everybody else would be. It's kind of interesting because like you'd think maybe like Steve would be like a wizard or something. Actually Jay would be a warrior of some kind, like a I don't know. And Linus maybe would be like an elf or a goblin or something. No, I am definitely just kidding, Linus. I'm sorry, we all love you. So I don't know. What do you guys think? But that is a really good question. Anybody else have any questions like that? Feel free to fire them off. Rodimus, if you have some plastic washers from a water block kit, put them on the screws. Yeah, I saw that. I'm just going to reach out to NZXT and see if they could just give me the official fix and see if I could just do that instead. I'm going to build this for now, and then we'll address that. And, hopefully it's not an issue for anybody. New member, Anthony Tartaro. Man, sorry. The screen is far away from me. I can read. I promise. I'm a rogue. I used to play a monk. Linus would constantly drop his weapons. Yeah, other people would be finding his shit all over the place. That's for sure. Finding his stuff all over the place. Don't demonetize me. Dear YouTube, we were talking about Dungeons and Dragons. I apologize. Don't demonetize me. All right. Jay would be a sailor. I don't know if that's a class, but you're probably right. Okay. Putting lots of goopy goop on there. Okay. You're going to fire up these PCs today so we see that it boots. Maybe. Depends on time. I don't know how long this is going to take me. Let's get a straight overhead of this. I don't know how long this is ultimately going to take me to do 3 PC builds. This is by far the fastest one. So the other 2 might take me a while. And if we go, and if this stream lasts for 4 hours, I don't foresee myself really wanting to mess with anything else after that. Okay, that is good. USB 3.0, 3.0. I'm showing my Baltimoreness. 3.0 front panel. Get in there, front panel. Okay. HD audio. Okay. Mike swinging a big hammer. I don't know what they said, so hopefully, you know, guys, just remember that, you know, I can't see all these questions, so if you fire off something to me and I don't answer immediately, just chill. I'll get to it eventually, probably. I talk a lot, yeah. Gleam link for giveaway comes out on Sunday. Yes. So the video that's there's going to be a video that will be linking to the Gleam giveaway, and that is coming out on Sunday. So these PCs will all be given away on Sunday. Okay. A little tight in there. Hold on. All right. Hold on. I'm trying to... Can't really see what I'm doing here. There we go. Okay. Will that spin? Spin? Will you spin? You will spin. Great. Great. Adam Jimenez, again, what made you pick the parts you were using in the 3PC giveaway? It's all stuff that I have in my inventory in my office. Stuff that I don't necessarily think that I'll be using again soon, and stuff that I think that I can give away and it would still be useful for people. So several criteria there. I am just trying to be as generous as possible without like crippling myself, because I'm not, my channel, although I get a good amount of stuff, I'm not gonna lie, it's nice having relationships with vendors. I don't get everything, and I don't get multiples of everything. So when I do something like this, a lot of it comes out of my own stuff. So I wish that I could afford to be more generous. I can't. I don't have the resources to do that. So I am doing what I can with the resources that I have. Jim S, $5. No comment. Jim S. Oh, there's your comment. Do you think 3900X would match up well with a 6800 XT, or should I upgrade to Ryzen 5900? No, that's a great combination of hardware. I would not worry about upgrading. Manigeek, I have my BPS Customs long sleeve on the way. Excited about it. Yeah, merch store. Pimp the merch store. I don't pimp my merch store nearly enough. I have a merch store. Go to bpscustoms.com. There's some cool stuff on there. One of the things that I think is lacking in my merch store is new items, maybe. I think maybe what hurts me is that a lot of the stuff that I have in there, I've had in there for a long time. I don't do like limited edition drops or, you know, new items that you can only get for 30 seconds or whatever. I try to make stuff that I could keep in stock and be available for people. So that's what I do. And I think it kind of hurts it's like the Supreme effect, you know, like, oh, there's a drop on clothing. I can only get it for a day. I got to do it now. And then everybody orders one. I don't really do that. So I think that maybe if I did, I would sell more merchandise. The merchandise store is, first of all, not priced. I don't price my items in a way that makes me a ton of money with every sale. I make like $2 every time you buy a shirt. Like, it's not a lot. And I honestly don't really sell a whole lot of merchandise at all. And that's fine by me. Like, it doesn't bother me at all. Like, if people want it, they buy it. I don't really push it that hard, but it's there. So if you guys want it, bpscustoms.com. I think that maybe I will work on, come on, get in there. Get in there. Maybe I will work on some new designs at some point and get some fresh stuff in there for you guys who might want to buy something but don't necessarily like what I have available now. What is wrong with this? I'm going to show that. Joe Schmo, I can't, for some reason I can't show your comment, but I see it. bpscustoms.com needs zip-up hoodies. I have one. There is one zip-up hoodie. It's like a double logo zip-up hoodie that I've had in the store for maybe a year now. But it's not very flashy. So maybe that's like the next thing to work on is like some flashier merchandise with, you know, zip-up hoodie. What am I, new here? What is wrong with this? Get in there. Hold on, guys. Let me stop talking here so I can figure out what the hell is going on. Dear PCIe Riser, you're not cooperating. Oh, you cooperated. Okay, good. Okay, good. Great. So where were we? Oh, merchandise. If anybody out there is good at designing merchandise and wants to take a shot at designing something for me, if it looks good and has appeal, I will definitely put it in the merch store. And honestly, if it's something that's really good, like I would consider paying you for your design. I don't know how much. I don't know. Like I'm not out to contract somebody to do this work, which is a problem. I know that, you know, that kind of work is valuable. So, but if somebody's out there just wants to give it a shot, please by all means do it, and then we could talk about it afterwards. Because I could use some new designs. So there we go. There's our graphics card, all set. Here is the bottom of the case, and this is what I was saying. Like, this is the missing I/O plate would go here, and it's facing out and down, so it's not really that big of a deal. It's not like you see it at all. Yeah, so maybe I'll just leave it like this. And this build is done. Build number 1. Boom. There we go. Okay. So let's reassemble this case and move on. The next two are going to take longer. Okay. Here is number 1. I never can tell which side is glass and which side is not glass. I guess that side is glass. Okay. There we are. Done. That is build number 1 to be given away on Sunday. Put this down. Oh, that's heavy. Okay. All right, Starbucks break. Clean up a little bit. Damn, that was fast. Yeah, it was. I am nothing if not fast. I think. Where did I put Here's a tip for you guys. If you ever get into PC building or whatever, or have a bunch of inventory, keep your boxes if you can. These giveaway PCs are not going to come with the boxes, but when you're trying to sort out inventory and stuff, and even if you want to resell any of your items, it helps a ton to have the retail boxes. Excuse me. Test boot before giveaway? Yeah, I mean, I will. I have to install Windows and stuff, so I will definitely do that. All right. Build number 2 is it this one? Which one is this one? What did I say this one goes in? I think this one goes in the Fantex. Okay. Okay. Yes. Let's do this. So, just as a reminder, this is going in the Fantex P300. This is a Ryzen 5 2600, X470 GT8 from BioStar, 2x8 gig kit of Zadig DDR4 3200, an MP510 SSD from Corsair that the camera doesn't want to focus on. I'm going to force you to focus. Bam. See, I wasn't lying. Master Watt 550 from Coolmaster, and an RX 580 from Power Color. All right, let's get going. Off to the races. Hey, look at it. Look at this. It's an IO shield. Why isn't everybody so happy? Yay. I'm happy. It's out of here. Sometimes I find little treasures in these because a lot of these parts I've used before, and I will find like M.2 SSDs installed, and it's like a little bonus. I'm gonna need some screws. What is in here? What we got in here? Nothing of any importance. All right. You should watch The Verge on how to build the PC. You're probably right. They probably know what's up. I can't imagine they had anything go wrong in any builds they've ever done. You know, something that you guys might not know. I mean, I don't know how you would know it. I actually, I reached out when that happened. When that whole thing happened with The Verge, I reached out to that dude. What was his name? Stefan something. I reached out to him via email multiple times. I don't remember exactly how many. It was 2 or 3 times. But I reached out to him, and I was very polite. At least I thought I was polite. And I was very polite and straightforward. Oh, lost the screw. And I said to him, I'd like to provide you with the opportunity to come on my channel and talk about what happened. Let's switch back to this. Yeah, and talk about what happened. I was not accusatory. I said, there seems to be a misunderstanding here. I'm sure you want to explain yourself. Whatever. I thought as diplomatic as I could possibly be. I was not planning on roasting him. I was not planning on doing anything except talking to him. And cool, all the screws came out. And he wouldn't respond to me. So I tried to give him the opportunity to maybe fix it himself, or at least get some people to understand where he was coming from. Where did that screw? There it is. To understand where he was coming from. And he didn't even want to respond. So, as it turns out, the aftermath of that, when he went on, I forget what happened. He went on Twitch and started bashing people who were ripping into him about it. And he just, I don't know, really did not do himself any favors. in the aftermath of that, I could see that he was he was very defensive, and he did not think that he was in any way wrong, which is unfortunate. I don't know. People tend to think that people tend to have a lot stronger opinions, favorable opinions about themselves. You could see that this was. I had this at a styrofoam thing. This is not a retail part. I don't know. They tend to be very defensive, and I think that it would serve us all a lot of good, do us all a lot of good, if we could just be more realistic about things. Maybe not necessarily. This thermal paste looks awful. I'm gonna get some new thermal paste. You know, you don't have to be conciliatory. You don't always have to be. You don't always have to be wrong. But you should definitely be aware that you could be wrong. And I think it's the people who take the opposite approach to things that really are doing themselves and society a disservice. Because I think if we all were kind of more open to information, then, I don't know, things would be better. The world would be a better place. And he clearly was not. He was kind of a dick about it. So I don't feel bad about all the hate that he got, because in the end, he kind of deserved it. Come on, get out of there. What is happening with this thermal grizzly? Okay, I'll try a different one. Okay, I've clearly run out of thermal paste. Do a split screen. Split screen. Boom. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, EK Ectotherm. Sounds like a Ghostbusters drink from the 80s. Ecto Cooler. Who remembers Ecto Cooler? Am I dating myself? Probably am. Almost everything I say, I'm dating myself. Wow, YouTube just notified me about the Cyberpunk 2077 build you did. Well, go watch it, because that video was awesome. I actually had such a... Alright, now I have a cat. You guys need to see the cat, too? That build was one of my favorites I've ever done on the channel. One of the reasons for that is that it's a build that I use daily. It's my daily editing machine. So... Not only was I doing it because it was cool, but I was doing it because it was functional, and I will be the one functionalizing it. Yes, that is a word. Yes, we do need to see the cat. He wandered away a little bit. He's over there. His name is Atari. Atari is 13. I've had him since he was a tiny kitten, and now he is a pain in the ass. But I still love him. Hi, sir. Wish me good luck for the giveaway. You don't need luck. Yeah, you probably do need luck. But I'm not going to wish you luck. Not because I don't wish you luck, but because if I wished you luck, then I have to wish everybody luck. If I don't wish somebody luck, somebody's going to feel left out. They're going to complain. Then I have to deal with that. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, tucked in there. Tucked in there. Brian likes pop culture for names. He does. He does. He does like pop culture for names. Indie, Atari, Newman. Actually, Newman The story behind the name Newman wasn't necessarily Newman from Seinfeld, although it does fit because he is a brat. The story behind Newman was he was a rescue. Like we adopted him like off the street. He one day he just appeared at our front door, and he was just kind of laying on the front mat and wouldn't go away. But he was clearly like an outdoor cat. And so anyway, so my wife took him in, and we didn't know if we were going to keep him or not, and she just started calling him New Man. Because he was the new man. Because we already had Atari, and at the time we had Atari and Loki. Loki is our third cat. So Newman was the new man, so she called him New Man. And I was like, why don't we just call him Newman? And she's like, I like that, okay. So now he is Newman, forever and always. Is it going to be Gleam this Sunday? Yes, but let me, I guess it's been a little while. Let me reiterate how the contest is going to work. So I'm building them all today, and Sunday there will be a video that goes up explaining the giveaway, and also with a link on how to enter. And the Gleam app requires me to have one way to enter the giveaway. Enter the giveaway. I don't know why I'm air quoting this. You are actually entering the giveaway. But it requires me to have one entry. That one entry is going to be to follow me on Twitter. I don't care if you follow me forever, or if you follow me for the length of the giveaway and then unfollow me, or if you just make an account for this. I don't care. I'm not in it to make you have a Twitter account. I just need a way to track the entries, and that's the way Gleam does it. So that is the one way that you can enter. I'm not making it super complicated. I'm not making you do a bunch of things. You don't have to retweet stuff, like stuff, film a video, send me $5. You don't have to do any of that stuff. All you have to do is follow me on Twitter, and then I'll draw the winners from there. It is international, anywhere in the world. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. I gotta get this next case out of the box. Ta-da! Fantex P300. I really like these cases. I really like Fantex in general. I think they have a lot of really good ideas. I am not really a fan of their Metallic Gear brand. Why don't we do that? Not really a fan of their Metallic Gear brand. I've never seen a case from Metallic Gear that I really loved. And I don't know. But Fantex themselves, even with cases like this, they do excellent work. They do really good work. These cases are reasonably priced. They're really good build quality. They fit a good amount of stuff. And yeah, Fantex is definitely one of the companies that I recommend to people quite often. My Twitter name is @BPS_customs. Why is this so tight? That's what she's... I don't know. Jeff Foy, well, you just got a new Twitter follower even though I don't use Twitter. That's fine. It's fine with me. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not looking to boost my Twitter following. Although I guess it would be nice. I'm just looking for a way to have Gleam allow you to enter the contest. That's all. That is done. Let's dip this down in here. Just dip it in here like this. Okay. All right. Okay. Good. All right. What's going on here? Why am I talking like this? I don't even know. What is happening down there? Oh, come on. Brian, where are you from? Brian originally is from Long Island, New York. Strong Island? Actually, I hate Strong Island. Don't ever say Strong Island. Why isn't this tightened down? This is weird. It's in a weird spot. Yeah, originally from Long Island, New York. Lived there, grew up there, went to college there, Stony Brook University, and then moved to Maryland in 2007 for work, and I am glad that I did. Maryland is a much better situation overall than New York. And don't get me wrong, I love New York. I go back every chance that I can get. Recently, obviously, I haven't been there because of, you know, things. But do try to get there as much as I can. And I do miss a lot about it. Have a lot of friends there and all that. But overall, Maryland is a much better place to be. Maryland is a much better place to get a job, to buy a house, to be closer to a lot of different, like, other places, like easier to get out. You go, you know, Maryland is you could drive from Maryland to Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., everywhere in Virginia, out into Ohio, West Virginia. Like, when you're out on Long Island, you're pretty isolated. Like, you could, I mean, you get to the city, no problem, but to be honest, like, just getting off of Long Island takes forever. When I was living on Long Island, I knew so many people that just couldn't get a job. Like, they were educated, they had degrees, they were qualified, they were smart. But anytime, like, a job opened up in their field, it took they would apply and there would be 500 applicants for one position. And it was just not a great situation. And moving out of there was good for me. And I met my wife down here, and then we bought a house down here. And now I'm talking to you guys. Maryland is more centralized, is what you're saying. Yeah, Maryland's more central to a lot of things. And not only is it more central to a lot of things, but I grew up on Long Island, and then as I got older, I moved, like, closer and closer to New York City, but I never lived in New York City. And as a result, anytime I wanted to go anywhere or do anything, that meant I had to get off of Long Island, which generally, it means kind of like going through New York City in one way or another. And then, you know, from there, you got to go wherever you're going, and it adds like 2 hours to any trip. And, you know, it's nice because it's close to New England. That's, you know, it's easy to get up to, like, Boston. But I don't know. New York is amazing. Like, I think, like, if you are a young single person, and you want to explore, if you want to have the most opportunity to explore an urban environment and different cultures and amazing food and history and art, like, there is no place better than New York City in the United States. But at the same time, as that young person who is doing all this exploration, like, do you have the funds to live there? It's really a trade-off. I don't know. I love New York City. I miss it, but Maryland is better to live. Oh, remix, yeah. Ryzen. This is a Ryzen 5 2600 RX 580 build in the Fantex P300. That's what this is. Thank you very much. I'm not paying that much attention. This is water. This is clearly water cooled. You can see our water cooler right here. It's a water cooler. If you pour water onto it while it's spinning, it does an amazing job. Just kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't listen to me about like most things. I'm really not that smart of a person. Now I have to deal with these front panel things. Front panel things. How is the stream doing? I haven't even checked up on the stream. We're still streaming. How's our stream looking like? Okay. Still looking good. Excellent connection. Okay, good. All right. All right. Let's plug these things in. These front panel connectors. Where do they go? Oh man, you know, I really hate when motherboards have non-standard front panel connectors. That makes such little sense to me right now. This is not even an old board, and there's no instruction manual. Screw you, BioStar. All right, now we get to we all get to watch me look up the BioStar motherboard and find the manual, so that I can figure out where to plug in the stupid front panel connectors. Isn't this exciting? Yeah, you guys want to see what I'm seeing? Here you go. Wait, download, manual, BIOS. What? Okay. So the front panel connectors go here, but the pinout is much different than I normally see on a front panel connector, where I kind of know where things go. So unfortunately, that means I have to look it up. Don't be afraid to look things up. Don't be afraid to admit what you don't know. Here that is. So yeah, see, that's weird. I guess it's not that. It's definitely different. Okay, so can you guys see that? Maybe, sort of. In any event, here it is on the BioStar webpage, and now I know what to do. Yeah, so don't be afraid to say, I don't know how to do that, or I don't know what that is, because there's a lot of stuff you don't know, whether you want to admit it or not. And admitting it will help you learn. You know, I was thinking about this stuff the other day, and there's a lot of people, a lot of creative people, a lot of YouTube, PC, tech creators who I've talked to who are of the opinion that this is kind of like a zero-sum game, you know? And if you don't know what I mean by that, a zero-sum game means that there is a definitive number of something, and if somebody gets some of that thing, somebody else can't also get some of that thing. Does that make sense? There are so many more people in this world who know absolutely nothing about or know very little about PCs and computing and gaming, and want to learn. There are so many more people, so many more kinds of those people than there are people like us in the tech community who know a bunch of stuff, who build their own PCs or whatever else. There are so many more people who are ignorant to this, and I don't say that in a negative way. There's so many more people who are ignorant to PCs than there are people who are educated about them. That if you, as a creative, can engage your audience and teach some of these people some of this stuff, those people will be viewers and fans for a long, hopefully for a long time. And that's how you engage your audience, not by saying I have to steal somebody else's audience, or I have to make this idea first before somebody else does because I can't have those viewers. Like, there are so many people out there that want to know about this stuff that we do that don't have any idea about it. Tap into that. Be creative. Find your audience. Find those people, and you'll be on your way to growing yourself as a brand, as a creator, as a YouTube channel, whatever you want to call it. And maybe I myself should take some of that advice, because I've been kind of doing the same thing now for a little while, and I definitely want to branch out and do other things. So although we'll certainly continue to do PC builds and content like that, I would like to get into being creative in other ways, and I might. We'll see. Cody Sanders, what's up, man? I remember you. I won a monitor. You won that white monitor that I hated. But I know it was going to be an upgrade for you. So I hope it is working well for you. I don't know, Jeff Foy, your comment is all jumbled together. Do you ever do any public appearances or workshops local? Oh, do you ever do any public appearances or workshops locally? No, not really. I mean, I could. There's nothing preventing me from doing that, I guess. I just haven't. I go to Micro Center a lot, and there are definitely people that have seen me there. But I especially now, like, I can't really do that now anyway, right? But I don't know. The biggest times that I'm ever out and available for people with the express purpose of meeting people is at CES, really. Although I am there on business, and when Mike comes back, he can certainly speak to how hectic of a time that is. If you're ever in Vegas for CES and you happen to see me, come say hi, man. I am down. I would love to meet people. All right, PCIe. We don't need SATA. An EPS and 24 pin are on here already. Good. Okay. All right. We'll do this. Drop this bitch right in there. I mean, drop this bad boy right in there. How is it doing taxes as a YouTuber? A nightmare. Taxes is really difficult. I mean, as I guess I've never really talked about that. I mean, I'm running a small business. I am BPS Customs LLC. You know, so this is a legit small business. I have a lot of expenses to itemize. I have a lot of 1099s coming in, like every time. So not only, you know, this channel generates revenue not only from YouTube and from ads, but from all the baked in stuff that you see that I work with brands to make their ads that you'll see at the beginning, a 20-second ad at the beginning of a video. Merchandise sales, sponsored content, you know, everything like that. And every different brand gets its own 1099. And then I have to worry about itemizing all my expenses, which is an enormous task. So yeah, taxes are difficult. Taxes are really difficult as any small business. I know that there are some channels out there that have switched over to like paying quarterly taxes because it's easier to keep track of. But I am not quite there yet. I don't think that I really need to do that. So I'm going to stick to doing them at the end of the year. But yes, it is quite a pain in the butt. All right, people, stop asking how to join the giveaway. Just cut it out. Seriously, that's annoying. I know that you want the PCs. I promise you, when you can win them, you will know about it. You can't win them yet. I love you. I love you as a viewer and as a person, probably. But don't be one of those people who are just here to say, give me stuff, give me stuff. I'm trying to give you stuff. Just wait. What is happening? All right. Oh, I need a SATA cable. That's all right. We'll just sneak this in here. Come on. This is annoying. If at all possible, plug your modular power supply cables in before anything else. Okay. Tuck this in here. This is going to go up this way. Okay. Come on. That sounded like it broke. That's lovely. We'll see when we turn that on what happens. And this is going to go up this way. So why don't we do some cable management like a good boy, which I hate doing, but you got to do it. You know, I feel like I'm talking to myself here. You guys are probably thinking, he's losing his mind. Okay. All right, I'm going to read some comments. Are all the PSUs modular? No, they're not. Saint Will Brian is building PCs. Oh, was there a question there that I missed? Must be a question I missed. I think every YouTuber agrees that scalpers are not cool. It inflates the market and is unfortunate from Remix. So yes, so here, this is a conversation that I've had with Greg Salazar on stream, and I maybe my opinion on this is slightly controversial. I don't think scalpers are good. Okay, let me just put that out there. I think that people taking advantage of other people are not great. However, we live in a capitalist society, and people taking advantage of their position to make money is legal. There has to be some blame put on the people who are willing to pay the prices that the scalpers are charging. Because without the willingness to indulge the scalpers do not price their products like they do, and then we don't end up in this crazy situation. So, while I think scalpers are generally bad, I do not necessarily think that what they are doing is 100% wrong. So feel free to flame me for that opinion. Okay. Things are looking good. Looking tight. Looking good. This is the second PC, Juan Herrera. This is the second PC. Okay. Okay. The products are commodities. If you drive up the price by buying them, that's what they're worth. That's correct. The giveaways are international. Yes, this is the second PC. And I will recap this PC in a minute. So here's my cable management. This one was, luckily, pretty easy. What do you guys think of the cable management here? Pretty sexy, huh? There we go. All right, so that's cable management. I think that's pretty good. I'd say we succeeded at managing our cables. And we'll do that. Slide that right back on here. $5 from Matthew Lang. Any plans for ever doing a gaming stream or doing another collab with Paul and Kyle? I've considered a couple times. Where does this go? Okay, here it is. I've considered a couple of times doing a game stream, but every time I think about it, I stop myself just because every once in a while there needs to be something that I do for fun that I don't share with you guys. It's the same reason that I haven't posted anything to the car channel in a long time, because I really do. This is an RX 580, by the way. I really do enjoy working on my cars and driving my cars and whatever else. And I need sometimes some escape from something that is a job. So this has, this was a hobby that has now become a job. I need, every once in a while, I need to not have that pressure. So when I want a game, which is, I don't really have a lot of time to do it. But when I do, I want to be able to just kind of relax. So every time I think about streaming a game, I just don't. And I just enjoy it. So I hope that that's okay with you guys. As far as car channel. Yeah, I'll talk about the car channel in a second. As far as another collab with Paul and Kyle, we've talked about stuff. The problem is proximity. They are in LA area, Southern California, and I am on the East Coast, and there's a COVID thing happening. So we definitely will be doing other things together at some point, just not right now. The next collab that you will see from me is, I won't tell you what it is or who it is, but I will say it's something you guys have, it's somebody you've seen me work with before. And it turned out great. So that will be happening again at some point. Actually, some point pretty soon. Okay. So here is PC number 2, RX 580, Ryzen 5 2600. Yeah, 16 gigs of memory, whole bunch of cable management like a boss, and done. Let me, I guess let me put this stuff back together. Car channel. Hold on. Car channel, yes. I do have a car channel. I made it when I... Is this even right? No, this isn't right. I made the car channel when I bought my Porsche. And I say that now, and I realize that that sounds really douchey. It's not an expensive Porsche, but it is one. It's a 2002 911. And is a cabrio, so it's more of like a very relaxed weekend fun car. My wife likes to drive it. We take, you know, it's something to use in the summer. Anyway, but it is still a Porsche 911. So when I bought that car, I decided to start a car channel. So if you guys look up BPS Garage on YouTube, that's me. And I think I made 3 videos for the car channel, and it was fun, but at the same time, again, I wanted to try to reserve something for my free time and entertainment that I didn't have to worry about filming and editing and promoting and, you know, condensing for a YouTube audience. So I stopped posting. I didn't delete the channel or anything. It still exists. And I reserve the right to go back to it at some other point. I don't know exactly when that's going to be. But I think that it's a better decision for me to, you know, to not do it right now and just give myself a little bit of wiggle room when it comes to time to do other stuff. And there's our build. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I agree with Doug DeMuro's opinion on Porsche people. What is Doug DeMuro's opinion on Porsche people? I mean, I watch Doug. I say Doug like I know him. I watch his channel. I just don't necessarily know what his opinion is on Porsche people. Okay, so what are the specs? Let's quickly go over everything. This right here, this is a Fantex P300, BioStar X470 GT8 motherboard, Ryzen 5 2600, RX 580 graphics card, 2x8 gig kit of Zadig DDR4 3200, a 500 gig M.2 SSD, and a 550 watt power supply. Nice little tight 1080p build. Sorry, I gotta clean up a little bit. Oh, Doug DeMuro thinks they care too much about the options you can buy for Porsches instead of driving them. Well, luckily, I didn't have much of a choice. I mean, I looked for a certain. I wanted one that was a driver's car. I wanted one that I could restore and make it my own. but also one that I wouldn't be afraid to put some miles on. So my 911 has 90,000 miles, and when I bought it, I needed to do a whole bunch of work to make it presentable, and that was what I spent my summer on. So yeah, I mean, that was the idea. I wasn't in it for the bespoke options. Okay. That's number 2. The first PC, if you guys didn't see it, is this little bad boy right here. This is the NZXT-H1. This has, what does it have? A 1600 AF, a 5500 XT, and 16 gigs of RAM. Okay. I cut my finger on Christmas opening a present, and I keep worrying that it's going to start bleeding. Okay. What's up, guys? How far are we into the stream? What is it, 8:15? So we're an hour and a half in. Hour and a half. I built 2 PCs and talked to you guys. An hour and a half. I think that's pretty good. We got one more to build. Fantex case is so cool. Yeah, I love the Fantex case. The P300 is such a really good, nice little case. We have 0 drop frames over an hour and a half. Good job. I run my streams when I do them here at the desk. I run them off of, I don't know if you guys remember, but I built an Intel NUC system. And that's what I run my streams off of. And it's been great. Like, literally no problems at all. Running perfectly smooth. And it's tiny, so it sits right there, right next to, I have like a monitor. It's hard, I can't really, wish I could show you, but yeah, it's great for this kind of a setup where I have so much stuff going on around me. Camera there, mic there, screen here, lights here, C-stand here, keyboard over here. I need something as small as possible, and the NUC system has been perfect, and it is such a good streaming setup. I have no problem with it at all. So it is pretty expensive for what it is, but yeah. All right. On to the last one. All right, so let's introduce the last one. Ryzen 7. Ooh, 7. 1700X. 2x8 gig kit of Patriot Viper White LED DDR4. Corsair MP510 SSD. And FSP Hyper M85. Ooh, check out the spin. Hyper M85 plus 550 watt bronze power supply. Again, not super high spec systems here, but good systems. Good solid systems. The pride and joy, my USPS mailer box, and inside, hopefully an IO shield, yes. I forget where I got this. Azrock hates me. Me and Azrock got beef, so I don't think they sent this to me. Or maybe this was like one of the last things they sent to me. Honestly, don't remember. Anyway, this is an AB350. This is a B350 board, a B350 Gaming K4 from ASRock. You guys want to see it? There it is. It's red. IO. All right. Mike, a lot of people don't hate me. I am beloved by my mom. ASRock's PR team is a disaster right now. Well, I could definitely speak to that. They suck. Seems ASRock has beef with any honest reviewer at the moment. Who else is beefing with them? They still having a problem. Who do they have a problem with? Was it Hardware Unboxed? I forget. I know they had a problem with somebody else, but yeah, I know. Also, like, I don't think Steve likes them very much either. And that's the graphics card, GTX 1660. You know, it's gonna look the beefiest of any of the GPUs that we've used today, but honestly, it's basically on par performance-wise with the other two. So yeah, this is the graphics card. Remix Hardware Unboxed? Yeah, Hardware Unboxed. Okay. Yeah, ASRock's got issues, man. I don't know what's up with that company. Let me tell you, I'll tell you the story what happened with them. So, and it's not even salacious or anything. Just weird. So, back in the I forget, 170 or Z270 launch cycle, they had sent me a motherboard. I forget what board it was. It was one of their high-end boards. And they wanted me to use it in a video. And I said, sure. So they sent it over to me, and I popped it on my test bench because I do generally like to test hardware before I put it in a video or try to put it in a video. And this motherboard wouldn't post. It was broken. I tried. I mean, I'm a tech reviewer, right? I have access to a lot of different hardware. I tried everything. I tried different CPUs. I tried different memory. I tried different power supplies. I tried it in a case, outside of a case. Anything that I could think of to fix the not working issue. What am I doing here? Oh, right. So I emailed them, and I emailed their marketing team, and I said, hey guys, I'm having this issue. This motherboard is not working. This is a little, for 1700X, this is a little dinky. Let me get a different stock. Let me get a different AMD stock cooler. I will continue that story, I promise. Here you go. You guys can look at this board for a second. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. All right, I'll be right back. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go get a drink of water. So give me like 30, 45 seconds. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry, it took a little longer than 45 seconds. I had to search through. I had to dig through to get a cooler, and looks like whoever gets this system is actually going to get a little bit of an upgrade. This is the Wraith, the RGB Wraith cooler. This one looks all cool when it lights up. So, yeah, whoever wins the system gets a little bonus. Okay, where was I? What was I talking about? I think I was talking about ASRock, right? Okay, so ASRock. So anyway, so they sent me this board. It didn't work. How about this? How about this? I'm not gonna hook up the RGB controllers because I don't know. Actually, you know what? I will. I will. Yeah, why not? Why not? So they sent me this board. It didn't work. And when I emailed them and I said, hey, this board doesn't work, instead of taking my word for it and saying, you know, okay, you know, let's get you out a fix, let's get you out a different board or whatever, they routed me through their level 1 tech solution. Like they literally said, contact our tech and they'll walk you through the protocol. So it was, I mean, it was like I was a consumer, which is, I don't mind being treated as if I'm a regular consumer, but in a case where where there's a time crunch and they want me to get, you know, coverage on a product and I need the product to use for a video, I don't need to be handheld through this, you know, level 1 tech support reading off of a prompter for, you know, for however many email exchanges until he finally figures out that the board is actually broken. So basically what he did was, it was like regular tech support. Like he put me through all the different steps of, have you tried this? Have you tried that? Can you reseat the memory? Can you reseat the processor? Can you? And it was like, I can't even remember how many days of back and forth with this stupid tech support via email. When I was finally like, this is dumb, I emailed my marketing guy and I'm like, this is dumb. I'm not doing this anymore. Send me another board. And they did, but they didn't send me the right one. They sent me like a different board that I really couldn't use or wouldn't really go in the video that I was planning. And then I never heard from them again. They stopped responding to my emails. I have the emails of probably 8 different people at ASRock. Nobody responds to my emails anymore. I tried contacting them for not only for product support, but for launches and even just for like CES. Like I'm coming to CES. I'd like to meet you guys. Can we please schedule a time to meet? Nothing. Won't respond to me. And to this day, they have not responded to me. I guess I don't work with ASRock anymore, and so I'm giving away one of the boards. I had one of the boards that came with the AMD reviewer kit for like Ryzen 3000 was a Tai Chi, ASRock Tai Chi, and that was a good board. Like I used it, you know, but at the same time, I hated using it. I was almost like, I really don't want to put this in a video. I really don't like the way that they're doing business. I don't like the way they're treating their media. I didn't do anything wrong. Like they sent me a broken product. Like that's not my fault. And I don't know. It was a really bad situation all around. This is not tidy. All right, I gotta try to tidy this up. All right, so what we're gonna do here is I routed this because the RGB cable connects over here, so I routed it down and around, and then I'm gonna route this out the case and then like back in the case. So this is going to go here, okay, and then this extra is going to go out the top of, like above the motherboard tray, and then out and kind of dangle behind the case. Beetle Me 2. I'm thumbs up number 263 if that helps me win. It doesn't, but thank you very much. Yeah, so the Tai Chi board looks sweet. Yeah, it's a good board. The X570 board is good. I don't like ASRock boards for Intel stuff. I don't know. But the thing is, like, that wasn't the case at that time. Like, I had no problem with them at that time, and I was just trying to work with them, and then, so, I don't know. Whatever. All right, let's get the drive in here. What do you think of Razer doing partners with brands? I don't have a problem with it. I just, in my video yesterday, I had 2 Razer branded products for Cyberpunk 2077, and I love them. The one thing is the mouse mat. I really do wish had stitched edges, but like the coloring in it is really cool, and you can put your logo on it, which I did. And then the Razer. The Cyberpunk edition of the Viper Ultimate is maybe the sickest peripheral I've ever seen. That thing is so cool. And it's really good, too. It's a really, really good mouse. Okay. All right. So here's our board. Here's our motherboard all set in our U.S. Postal Service priority mailbox. We've got our M.2 here. Got our cooler on our 1700X. Got our memory in. We've got our IO shield ready to go. So let's get this case. Slide this over. I now have 2 beverages. 2 beverages on the table here. What are the odds that I make it through the stream without spilling at least one of them? Okay. Do you guys hear the chaos that's happening? All right. All right. All right. Hey, you could see me. There. Right there. Hey. Hi. I'm losing my mind. Okay. So this is the InWin 101C, which we won't be taking advantage of with this motherboard, because there's no front panel Type-C connector. But InWin always makes really cool cases, and this one is no exception. So it's got the power supply shroud up top, and then your primary intake is going to be here and or here. So yeah, different layout than you see on a lot of cases. And this is just kind of the latest iteration of their 101. Which I have built in before, but this particular one was brand new. InWin sent this over to me maybe 2 months ago, and I was supposed to use it in a build, and I never got around to it. Sorry, guys. Sorry, InWin. Sorry, Johnny. But it is still really cool. And we're going to use it here. Oh, this is tight. Okay. All right. Cables. Everybody's favorite thing, cable management. So what I'm going to do is, I'm actually going to, this is the USB-C front panel 3.1, and I'm going to tuck this away because we don't need it and we won't be using it. So why don't I twist tie it up? Okay, I'm going to leave this twist tie untied in case we need to tie anything else to it, but we'll tuck this right up here like that. Like that, okay. The rest of these cables will work out in a minute. Okay, so let's flip this over and get to work. All right, in goes the I/O shield. Maybe. Maybe in goes the I/O shield, if it will fit. What is going on here? What is happening? You are the best YouTuber. Yeah, I am the best. Thank you. I could always use a little ego boost. Although that's probably not true. It's probably far from true. I'll take it. What's happening here? Why won't this fit? Something weird with the I/O shield. Something weird with the cutout. Yeah, this is like off by quite a bit. It's too long. I'm gonna need to like wrench on this to make this thing fit. What is this? What is happening? Can I show you guys? Maybe I can show you guys. How about this? Let me show you what's going on here. So this, the metal, is too long. Hold on. You see that? So it fits on that side, right? It's in there. That's as tight as it could be. And then on the other side, it doesn't fit. It's too long. How is that? What's that about? I don't know. I don't know. I am confused. It looks bent. It is bent because it's bent backwards because it doesn't fit. Yeah, I get it. It's bent because I bent it trying to make it fit. Wait, I think I might have figured it out. I think I might have figured it out. Get out of there. Get out of there. I figured it out. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Okay, so it goes it's meant to be recessed. It's meant to be recessed instead of flush with like this. Instead of being flush with this outer wall, it's meant to be recessed in a little bit here, so it fits. Okay. All right, crisis averted. What do we want to do first? I think we want to route some cables first. Okay. So, what goes at the bottom? We've got USB 3 goes on the side. We've got front panel audio, yes. Bottom, yes. This goes at the bottom. We've got, okay. We've got front panel. We've got RGB. We've got RGB. Got this front panel. This also at the bottom. Although maybe better on the side. That's a tough call. I'll put it at the bottom. We'll see what happens. And then RGB at the top. Right, so yeah. Okay, so just those two. Are all the parts from eBay? No. What would make you think that? That would be funny if I just bought a whole bunch of parts secondhand and tried to give them to you guys. Oh, in-win. Stupid standoffs. Does the fatality have 2 RGB headers? It does. Yes, it does. What is my favorite case? That's hard to say. I've had a lot of different favorite cases over the years. Right now, my favorite case is probably the 011 Dynamic. Sorry, it's a really basic thing to say, I guess, but it's such a good case. And I don't know, I'm just happy building in it. So yeah, that's probably my favorite right now. Okay. What am I doing? Okay. Are you fast in building a PC? Well, you tell me. I'm doing it right now. But keep in mind, I am also distracted by you guys. I've found that I'm pretty quick. Okay. One thing that I never remember, however, is where the standoffs go for a motherboard. Yes, this will be a worldwide giveaway. Oh boy. Oh man. Okay. Where am I going here? I think that's this. This is a narrow board. So it only uses 6 or 7 standoffs. I think that should be it, though. Yeah, that should be it. That should be it. Okay. Okay. What case are you working with? This is the Inwin 101. All right, let's drop this in here. Yeah, snug. Yes. Super chat. How do you say that? Rufiorio. That's wrong. Been enjoying your content for a while now. Keep up the great work and congrats to the lucky three. Thank you very much for the $10 or the $9.99. Very much appreciated. All right, let's get this screwed in. Has anyone ever sent you an appreciation email for your giveaways? You know, I I know Jay has caught some flack for speaking out about this stuff in the past, but it is very, very rare to get a proper thank you from somebody. And let me be clear, it's not required. It's not a condition of winning. And I don't think that you're a terrible person if you don't do it. I just know that the way that I was raised and the way that I feel is that if I were to ever win something like a PC or something, you know, from somebody who I would feel like I should express my gratitude to that person. And that is something that really does not happen with these giveaways, unfortunately. I wish that it did, but that's all right. And I know that there are people, like when Jace talked about this, the pushback that he's gotten is, are you just doing this for, you know, for thanks, for recognition? No, I'm clear, I'm not, because I don't require that. But at the same time, that's just kind of how I think people should behave. And if you don't, then I don't, you know, then you were raised a little bit differently than I was, I guess. Front panel. Why are you such a bitch? Front panel. What's up with Ghost Mo? What's with all these deleted messages? What happened here? What happened here? What did you do? Thanks, Mike. Yeah, no spamming. Don't spam in the chat. We have enough problems in this world without people spamming the chat. So don't do it. All right. Let me take out a couple of these IO covers, or expansion bracket covers. Remix, good night. Good night to you, sir. Thank you very much for your help. Everybody say goodbye to Remix. Say thank you to him for his work tonight. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay. That done. Power supply time? Is it power supply time already? Oh boy. No, it's actually not. This needs to go in. Maybe that's better off going up top. $5 from Morgan. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I hope 2021 shows continued growth of your channel. I always love your content. Thank you so much. That is very appreciated. Thank you, Morgan. Same to you. All right. Got the USB 3. Yep. And then the second RGB. Boom. Got that. All right, things are definitely turning into a mess back here. Got my work cut out for me. Okay. All right, power supply. What are the specs? This is, oh, you know what? I didn't even realize that this had gross cables. I feel bad. I feel bad because the rest of this PC looks pretty good. See, these are black. Why am I dealing with... Oh, jeez. Let me fix it. I'll be right back. Be right back, guys. Jeez, relax. Asia horse to the rescue. I am. Asia horse. What's up now? Okay. I'm just dumping cables all over the place, apparently. All right. I don't have to worry about that anymore. There we go. Asia horse looking good. What are the specs? When will it be announced? Okay. I guess I haven't gone over this in a while. The giveaway will be announced and live on Sunday. You'll see a video on the channel for all 3 PCs. This is an international giveaway. This and the 2 others that I built. This one right here is a Ryzen 7 1700X, a GTX 1660, 16 gigs of RAM, 500 gig M.2. And that's it. Well, that's not it. There's other stuff, but you know what I mean. Where are the fans, though? I don't know. You guys got to figure that out yourself. These systems are primed for you guys to figure out how you want to build them. If you want to add some fans, if you want to upgrade your processor, if you want to bling it out with some RGB, go nuts. I'm not going to do that for you guys, but at the same time, I want to make sure that you have a good base to start with. So, yeah. 610, no. What do I have here? All right, so we got 24 pin, got an EPS, got a PCIe. I think that's all I need for this case. That should be all I need, right? And for those of you who are curious, like the power cable, the rest of the PSU cables will all be like inside the case when I ship it. So everything will be there if you guys want to use it to upgrade or whatever. Okay, that. One more Asia horse cable coming in. Very good. Come on. Try the other one. Sometimes cable extensions don't play nice. Come on. Maybe it's not the extension. Can it run Crisis? It can run Crisis for sure. Rodimus, I don't live in the boonies. Well, I mean, I guess I live in like... I do have a farm in my backyard. But it's not that far. I'm like a half hour from everything. So like I live in the middle of nowhere, but I am a half hour from Baltimore, half hour from Washington, D.C. So, suck it. Sorry, guys. I'll be back to talking in a second. I don't know what is going on here. This is not going well. Is there another PCIe? Yes. All right, please work. You mother... What is wrong with this? Am I doing something wrong? Am I the problem here? Yeah, trying to force EPS into PCIe. Yes, I am. Exactly. I want this system to catch on fire. Come on. This is so stupid. You know what? We're gonna have a couple of white cables and a black cable, and I'll toss in these in the case, and the winner can do with it what he or she pleases. How about that? Okay. Is the Towson Micro Center any good? It's fine. It's a Micro Center. Most Micro Centers are really good. I think the one in Rockville generally has better stock of things, though. I am from Germany. Congratulations, Germany. Actually, you're up late. Thank you very much for tuning in. How is this being given away? I am taking it to a secret location, and you have to find me. Somewhere in North America. That's all you get. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Is this even still working? Ah! What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay. I don't even know. Is this what happened here? Is this right? Is this even? Is this even? Okay. Hold on. I don't even know how this looks anymore. That looks wrong. Oh my god. Can you guys even hear me okay still? Okay. Can you guys hear me okay? I think everything should be fine. Still says that I'm live. I got a super chat, so I guess I must still be live. What a coinky dink. I'm building a system tonight as well with parts from Micro Center, yeah, from Rockville. That's cool. Good for you, man. Maybe I'll see you around there sometime. Yes, we hear you. Okay. All right. I guess we're still rolling. That was crazy. Knocked the mic. My cat stepped on the mic stand and then bolted in that direction. Knocked the mic over. Hit my streaming setup over here. Knocked the monitor off the back. Almost knocked off the streaming system itself. Whew. Okay. All right. Whatever. I mean, things are still working, right? So, onward. All right. Okay. How is this going to go? How are we going to do this? I think I'm going to do this down here. And this over here. Let's do one of these. $5. Did I miss the giveaway? No, you didn't. It'll be on Sunday. This goes through here. This will go through here. Okay. All right. That was an adventure. I don't think I've ever had anything like that happen on stream before. Why does this look so weird? That doesn't look right. All right. Please don't blow up my system, Asia Horse. I would appreciate it. In? Is that in? It's in. Good. In. How does that look, guys? Perfect? Perfect. Perfect. Not really. Not perfect. Let's install the graphics card and then do some cable management. Oh, look at this. The microphone is now in the shot of the overhead. Sorry. Sorry. I had to reposition it. Okay. Let's get this GPU out of here. And any of this stuff. Okay. Are you finished? Yes, I'm finished. All finished. Okay. Here is, even though the overhead has the mic in it, here is the Gaming X GTX 1660. This is a cool looking card. I like it. I like what MSI did with these coolers. This looks nice. It's got like this brushed metal backplate on it too. It looks cool. Why don't we split screen it? Let me get that in there. There we go. Mike has the 2070 version of the heatsink. It is really nice. It is nice. I like it. How am I gonna... See, this looks sloppy if I do this. Maybe I should go from a different angle. I really wish these worked. This has to work, right? I mean, it works into the GPU. It's gotta work. I'm gonna get this to work. Okay. What a mess. All right, fingers crossed. I don't know what was going on before. The pins weren't lining up or something. This has got to be... Hey! Yeah! Yeah, it took a little bit of extra effort. Maybe the pins aren't quite the right size or something, but this seems to be good now. Okay. I'll test it. Don't worry. It'll be tested. Who are the white and purple cables in the background from? Those. These are... These are Cable Mod. With Cable Mod. This is actually their pink, even though it does look a little purpley. Pink, black, and white with white aluminum combs. These look pretty good. These were for a build that I don't know if I'm going to do anymore. That's a good question, Sean. Does anybody have any New Year's resolutions? Any good ones? Not like, I'm going to lose weight. Speaking of which, I need to lose some weight. I put on a good amount of weight during quarantine, and it's upsetting to me because I spent all last year losing weight. So that sucks. But what I can't stand is the rush at the gym after January 1st of people that you'll never see there again. Like there's a huge rush of people, and they don't know how to use the equipment. They're in your way, and I sound very snobby right now, but every freaking year it happens, and it's very annoying. I'm gonna shove these things in here because I can. How about that? There's so much room up here for activities. Okay, so here is our cable management situation. This is meant for this. Like, I'm being lazy a little bit, but this is meant for this. I'm gonna tie these here, and then we should be good. My New Year's resolution is to finish my associate's degree. That is a really good resolution to have. Go for it, man. Finish up that degree. Get that education. Learn that stuff. Good plan. Yeah, there's not a great amount of cable ties on over there. Unless I want to do it like this. Maybe I could do it like that. I'm going to do it like that. Alright, I'll just do it like this then. Okay. Yep. That. That. That's not terrible. This isn't the best. I feel a little bad about this one. I feel like I'm rushing this a little bit. This, I don't like this. But this is, I mean, it's kind of necessary. It's just how long the cable is. So how does the front look? So what I'm planning on doing is, why don't I have the combs for this, but I think I'm just gonna, like I said, I'll just like include that. I don't know how somebody might want their extensions to look. So I'll just leave these and include the combs in the care package that I send some, you know, the winner. This came with both clear and black combs. So yeah, you guys can go nuts if you win this. Let me unplug this. How do I do this? Seems like a neater implementation to go under the 24 pin instead of over it. So this is sloppy. I don't like that. Let me pull that tighter. Yeah, this isn't great. This isn't a great way to route this, but this is like the closest opening. So that's just kind of the way it has to go. That sucks. That could use some rethinking in when I think this routing here is not great. Okay. All right, but that's it. I mean, this is done. So this is white. This is white memory, and with the white cables, yeah, it looks pretty good. I think we're done. I think that's all of them, huh? Yeah. So this is the third of 3 giveaway PCs. It has 1700X and GTX 1660. That's the wrong panel for that. 16 gigs of RAM. Other things. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks okay. I think that, I mean, that's not the best, but I think that looks all right. Right? What do you guys think? I'm a little tired right now too. Okay. So here is, okay. Here's one. This is one of them. Let's clear some room here, I guess. That's one of them. This is another one. And I'm out of room. Great planning, Bri. And then here's the That's it. That's it, guys. I think we're all done. These are the 3 giveaway PCs. This looks really sloppy right now. My stool fell over. Yeah. 1700X, GTX 1660, 1600 AF, 5500 XT, RX 580, Ryzen 5 2600. All 16 gigs of memory. All 500 gig NVMe SSDs. Really good starter PCs for a lot of people. Good 1080p gaming boxes. 3 international giveaways, not 6. 3 international giveaways. I'm gonna sit down again. Hold on. This is dumb. This is dumb. I don't know why I did it this way. There we go. Here we go. How's that? Okay. Let me wedge my way in between here. Yeah, really good 1080p gaming boxes. International giveaway. All you'll need to do is follow me on Twitter. Giveaway link will be live after a video released on Sunday. That's it, guys. Thanks for hanging out. This was a long one, I guess, right? Yeah, we had some accidents along the way too. Anybody else have any good questions? Fire them off right now. You got like 30 seconds. Go. I am tired. What time is it? 9:15? Yeah. Yeah, 2.5 hour stream. Man, you look tired. I am tired. I worked all day. I had to bring my car back to the dealer this morning. My driver's side mirror got stuck. Just the motor died. So I now have a loaner, right? But I had to do that this morning. Then I worked all day. Then I'm doing this for a while. Fun to watch. Thank you. Thank you very much, Jeff. I guess that's probably it. Messi or Ronaldo? Messi. Tips for people just getting into PCs. That is too long of a question to answer right now. Did you enjoy the builds? I did. I did enjoy the builds. I always enjoy the builds. These are I was moving a little quick on, but yeah, I did enjoy them. That's it. That's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and make sure to stay tuned on Sunday for the giveaways that will go live then. And thank you so much for watching. I don't know. Take care, guys. Have a good night.